This week in Agribusiness, serving America's most essential industry with agriculture broadcasters Orion Samuelson and Max Armstrong, and featuring agriculture meteorologist Greg Solier. This week in Agribusiness is brought to you by Case IH and your local Case IH dealer.
Crop development continued this past week amidst a volatile week in the commodity markets. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for joining us here on This Week in Agribusiness. I'm Mike Pearson in the studio because Max has been out on the road. This past week, he had the chance to travel to Nebraska, where he talked to Mickey Gotch of Elkhorn, Nebraska, about his corn.
I think we're probably within that 10 days from now time period, somewhere around there, that this crop is really stretching out and growing fast here the last couple weeks. We've made a application with the Y-drop. We may be doing some fertigation through the pivots here. So pollination should be coming up, tasseling, all that. We want to just try and keep this crop cool at night for one thing, and that's where when you have a system like we got out here, a lot of times we can do that just say with an irrigator or something. Pioneer has so much different great hybrids and varieties out here that we're using. We're all 100% Pioneer this year, so them folks have really stepped up and been out here a lot, walking fields with me. It seems like it's been very common to see their shadow alongside mine out here, which is really cool.
Nebraska farmers weren't the only ones outstanding in their field this past week. Max also went over to Illinois, and he talked with Dave Kestel of Manhattan, Illinois, about his troubles getting the crop in the ground.
We started out back in May. It wouldn't stop raining. We didn't have too many flooding rains back then. The wet holes got filled up. And there was a fellow from a Chicago news station that came out, a weatherman, and interviewed me about, geez, are you ever going to be able to get planting? And I told him back then, I said, mark my words, at some point this summer, we're going to be praying for rain. And sure enough, here we are praying for rain. We have had very little a month of June. I'd have to go back and look as far as how much rain we've had. But we've gotten little showers, and we got 3/10 last night, so the corn's not wrapped up today. But we need rain bad because we're going to go into tassel here in the next couple of weeks or less. We're going to need rain bad.
Well, thank you, Dave. I know a lot of growers this year have dealt with that rain on, rain off situation. Certainly creates additional stress for a farm operation.